Today we're pulling the front bumper off this Challenger R/T and swapping the side guide hangers that keep it lined up tight. We'll drop the cover, unbolt the old guides, slip in fresh ones, and button it back together. Here's a quick look. Now let's get started.
All right, guys, so today we're going to be working on my hood. It has got this weird gap. I've adjusted the hood. Recently we just put in a new, I got a red eye hood for this car. It's a Challenger RT, but you know, I'm just making it look a little bit better. I like the aggressive look of the Hellcat, so we put a whole new bumper on and a whole new hood. The bumper was lined up with my hood until I changed out to this hood. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust it. We're gonna take the front bumper off, and we ended up breaking a screw on the left side bumper hanger. We took it off last time because I had to replace a headlight for an LED turn signal that went out. And if you know anything about these headlights, once the turn signal goes out, you got to replace the whole dang thing. So we're gonna get started. I've already taken out one side panel, and we're gonna get this thing started. So the first thing you're gonna do is pop your hood. Then you're gonna remove your panel, just like that. Then you're gonna remove these pins. There's 6 of them all the way across. I've already taken out 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna pop the rest of these. All right, so when you're taking these things off, just get you a small flathead, and you wanna pry under here first and just kind of raise them up a little bit. There's a small groove on these, and if you get towards the core, you can pry them up a little bit. Or your, what you call it, popper. And the shaft is facing this way, so you want to come into it under this way, like that. And then you just want to put your finger on top and pop it out, just like that. And that does 2 things. It stops it from popping all the way out, and it stops from skipping over the top there, because the tops are really thin, and this will pull right through them. So what I do is I just, here's your direction. You can tell by this little mark right here. It'll focus. And then you just stick that in there, stick your thumb on top, and pull it up, just like that. Okay, so I have an organizational mat that I bought from Harbor Freight that I'll stick all my parts in. So I have small areas for all my screws and stuff, and then I have a big area for whatever. So it's not a big deal. But now we're gonna pull these out, and these you just grab that screwdriver again, and just pop it underneath there, and it should come right out by hand. But if it doesn't come out by hand, get your poppers. I got these on TikTok for like, I don't know, I think they're like $9.99 or something like that, or something like that on TikTok. But like I said, they should pop out by hand. But again, this is the second one, so yeah, just use your crimper. But you got to use it in tandem with the screwdriver. It's just a small tip screwdriver. Now that I've got all those out, there's a screw right here, right in here, right, and there's also one down behind the headlight, about right here, that you're gonna have to get to through the wheel well. I'm not gonna lift the car, I'm gonna turn my wheels, but I've got a broken one. My screw right here is broken off. That's why I'm changing these out. I bought new side pieces to put on, because my bumper is not fitting properly. This goes up like that on this side. I think it's this side, yeah. So that goes up like that, and then it'll push into the bumper. My fender right here also is broken right here on this one. It's like broken apart. This metal's really thin, so you gotta be careful. Well, if you have any extra wiring hooked up, go ahead and disconnect it, and obviously organize it so you can reconnect it. I have these little things off TikTok that I actually push my wires in, and it just helps me to disconnect my wires easily. So that's how that works. I have this front splitter light that I'll have to disconnect. Also got that off TikTok. But that disconnects down at the bottom also with one of these. Tools I recommend is a long screwdriver.
A long flex tip screwdriver.
With your 10mm, but you'll need a 10mm socket. And for me, I'll need a Phillips head for right here, because I put a screw in there that I shouldn't have put in there to hold that bumper on. All right, so let's start by taking these screws out. Because this screw broke right on out, and it's still there, but it doesn't work very well. I'm gonna grab my 10mm These are the first screws you take out and the first screws you put in. They're a pain in the butt talks. I've got a light running over here too, so this light is gonna have to come off the headlights because it runs through the front bumper. This light right here, it's a TikTok light along the top and lights up my Challenger and RT. All right, there it goes. That's one. All right, now it's come time to turn the wheels. So I'm gonna do this side first, and then I'll do that side. But let's turn the wheels.
Like the views of the Lincoln Institute or of this radio station.
Next is to remove these rivets. And this is a screw that you're gonna take out. This is also a 10 millimeter. All right, so suggest you put something down if it's raining out and the ground is wet. I also got a knee pad, so yeah. All right, let's get these off. Then you got to push this back. All right, so the screw you want is right here. I don't know if you can see it. Get the fuck out of the way. Right there. See it? That's sitting right there. See how my fender's torn around it? But that's the screw you want right there. That is a 10 millimeter screw right there. So that's the next one you're gonna have to take off. And that's what I use my long screwdriver for. I folded my fender back behind the wheel here, so that way I can get to it. All right, now that we're done with that side, you'll need a 10 millimeter, and of course the same thing on this side. I've got two different poppets here, but we're gonna take this 10 millimeter off and we'll open it up. All right, 10 millimeter. Slide it in and down and then pop. The head popped off, but that's okay. I'll get some more rivets. All right, again, you wanna fold this under. Oh, we got a rivet right here too, up top. There's another one. Goes in that hole right there. Now you want to take this, and again, you want to fold it behind the tire. You can wash them right there. And there you go. Then you're going for that screw right back there. You can see it. Right there. The one right in the middle of the screen right there. Now it's coming out, and there it is. All right, now you're ready to pull the bumper off. You gotta pop these off.
These are your side marker plugs.
And that should do it. All right, so now you wanna grab both sides of your bumper, gently lift it off. Pop, oh, you gotta pop your fenders out right there, just like that. And then you wanna pop this one out, just like that, okay? And then you want to make sure that your lights aren't interfering with your fender. You gently come down with it. All right, so some of my lights are still connected, but this is what we got to take off right here. These have got to come off. The rivets that hold them on look like they're already coming out. I've got to get these rivets out. That right there, that's got to be repaired. All right, so let's get these rivets out. I had a steel rivet in there too, so you could have both. All right, it's one. That other one just fell out, LOL. This one over here just fell out. Right there. And there it is. That's the OG original. You see where it broke off right there? That's the screw that broke off. It's trash now. So this one's gonna go in its place. I think it's this one. And you gotta slide them in. So we'll take this top one, place it in place. And then these should snap into place along with this one and that one right there. See how they get broken off. Now that's centered, we'll put rivets back into it. So technically this is the only one I got to replace, but I'm going to replace them both because that one's missing the the guide pins, and I need them all. I need this bumper to be centered. So yeah, all right, and that's it. All right, and then you put your bumper back on, which I just connected those. And I've got it sitting in place, and I'm getting ready to start screwing this screw in first, because I start up here and then I work my way down.
Just put the bumper back together in reverse order, the way you took it apart.
And then you want to put these back in.
And reinstall your appearance shields.
All right, now that those are back in, my seams are closed up, and I'm gonna touch up this paint because it kind of roughed up. This is a plastic bumper and it's in pretty rough shape. It's an actual Hellcat OEM bumper. I'm probably gonna have to get it painted eventually. Well, I got it back together. Like bends out there. I don't know. I'm not sure. But buy OEM. Buy OEM. Because the car still looks damn good with the hood on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So unfortunately, YouTube, I didn't solve a single thing with this hood. It's still got that gap. I got this red stripe in there now. But I got rid of this gap. That one's tighter still, but this car was in a wreck on this side of the car. So it looks pretty good from this side. Yeah. But the hood is still wonky. I can pull this up and it kills the gap. I don't know. Hope this helped you getting the bumper off anyways. It didn't help me straighten out my hood. Car still looks good. I just don't like that hood gap. I just don't. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.